Dear friends, I myself, Dr. Bharat Parab, discussing some interesting patterns of square numbers. There are some interesting patterns, many patterns, okay, of square numbers. We are discussing first one, adding triangular numbers. For this, you need to know what are triangular numbers, okay. See, these are triangular numbers 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, like that. What does that mean? That means if you take 1 and arrange in the form of figure like star, this is a single one. Then 3 can be arranged like this. 3 figures can be arranged in a triangular form. Next is 6. If you take 6, they can be arranged in a triangular form. Another is 10. They can be arranged in a triangular form, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 15. If you take 14 and take this out, and any other form you cannot arrange in a triangular form, that cannot be a triangle, okay. So you need one more, so 15. Then how we got 21? Because 1 is in a triangular form, okay. Then 1 plus 2 is a triangular form. Another is 1 plus 2 plus 3 is a triangular form. Then 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is a triangular form. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Next will be 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus till 6. Okay. This is one property of triangular number, that triangular numbers are formed by addition of successive natural numbers starting from 1. Okay. And the difference between these any two successive triangular number, okay, in this is 2, this is 3, 10 minus is 4, okay. So this also depends on how many numbers are added successively, okay. This gives that. So 2 numbers are added, 3 numbers are added, 4 numbers are added, okay. So you need to study some properties and need to think on it, and you may go ahead and find some other properties which are not known till now, okay. That's why you need to study this and think in a spare time, okay. So we will move ahead. Another property of a triangular number is, if we add two adjacent triangular numbers, the sum is a perfect square of the difference, okay. Remember this, don't get confused in this. So we will just see here, if you take this 3 and add this over it, difference between these two is 2, and the whole will be the square. 1 is the 1 square, then this is 3 and 1 added 4, that is that 4 is 2 square, and difference between 3 and 1 is 2, okay. Just see, we will see here again, this was 6, then adjacent was 3 from this side, added here, okay, then that becomes a square, and this is 9 stars, so that is 3 square, that means 6, or this 6 minus 3, okay. The difference between was in the previous slide we have seen, this is 3, and the addition is, or the result is 3 square, okay. So if we add any two adjacent triangular numbers, I am adding any two adjacent triangular numbers, sum is perfect square of difference, okay. Got it now? Sum is perfect square of difference, 6 minus 3, even here, okay. Number formed by subtracting two numbers, okay, that is difference between the two numbers, okay. So you understand this. Now you just see, this is 10 and here it was 6. If you add these two like this, then that becomes 16. 10 minus 6 is 4, and that is 4 square. Similarly here, you try this, okay. 15 and is given here. Okay, this is another property of triangular number, that we add two adjacent triangular numbers, the sum is perfect square of the difference between two numbers. Okay, try to understand it, you will get it. Okay, so go ahead. So we are trying to see what are the patterns of square numbers. In this is the first pattern, triangular number, and in triangular number we are trying to see the properties of triangular number. Okay, so we have seen two, this is the third one, property of triangular number, that is, just take exercise of this type. If you add 1 plus 2 plus all natural numbers till n, let the addition be Sn, sum n equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus till n. Okay, then again Sn write as in the opposite direction, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus like that till n. Okay, then add both these sides, so 2Sn equal to, see, this is n plus 1, this is n minus 1 plus 2 is again n plus 1, this is n minus 2 plus 3 is n plus 1, so this is again n plus 1, so see, this is n minus 2 plus 3 is again n plus 1, this is n plus 1, and last is again n plus 1. Like that there are n times n plus 1. Okay, see, so we see 2Sn equal to n times n plus 1, that means Sn equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so with this we see the third property of triangular number. This is the formula for the summation of n natural numbers starting from 1. Okay, and triangular numbers are addition of all numbers starting from 1. Okay, so using this formula we can say which number can be a triangular number. Need to put the value of n, and Sn is a number of our interest. Got it? So you can select any n, 10, 15, 12, 101, anyone, and put in this, and the number you get is, that is Sn, that is a triangular number. Okay, so addition from 1 to that number. This is the third property, we have seen it. The second property only this is extended part of that. So this gives us another property of triangular number, that product or the multiplication of any two successive natural number divided by 2 gives triangular number. Okay, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So take any number, 12 into 13 divided by 2, 13 into 14 divided by 2, 101 into 102 divided by 2. That number gives a triangular number. Okay, this is the fourth property. And fifth is, any given number can be checked whether it is triangular number or not by putting in this. If you are given Sn, and if you put in this, substitute in this, and if you get n as natural number, not a fraction, then given number is a triangular number. These are some properties of triangular numbers. Try some more. Okay, so we are studying the pattern of square numbers. We have seen one pattern, that is triangular numbers. Okay, and in these triangular numbers we have seen 5 of its properties. Okay, now this is a second pattern. Remember, pattern and properties, they were properties, 5 properties of one pattern, pattern 1. Now this is second pattern, numbers between square numbers, non-square numbers. Okay, just remember this, non-square numbers. Okay, so we will go ahead. 1 square is 1. Okay. 2 square is 4. So how many numbers are in between these two? 2 and 3. These are two numbers. Okay. This we count the numbers. We are counting 1 and 2. Okay. So if we take this square minus this square, you get 4 minus 1. Answer is 3. And if you subtract 1 from this, you get this answer. How many total number of whatever may be the numbers, but there are total two numbers. Okay. And this can be found out also by this. The lowest square number, we have to take only number multiplied by 2 equal to 2 in this case. So there are two numbers. This will be clear from the second example. So 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. So how many numbers are lying between 4 and 9? 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 4 numbers. This is counting numbers. Okay, these are counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the numbers are, they are written here. But this is for counting. Okay. So 4 numbers. So if you take this number into 2 equal to 4. So you get 4 numbers. Okay. Or another pattern property of this pattern, okay, is 3 square minus 2 square, that is 9 minus 4 equal to 5. If you subtract 1 from this, you get this number. Okay, you get this number 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many numbers are in between these two? Either 2 into lowest digit or this square minus this square, subtract minus 1. Okay, the results or the answer minus 1. Okay, we will see the another one. 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So how many numbers are lying in between these two? These are the numbers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 3 into 2, there should be 6 numbers. So there are 6. I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 numbers. Okay. This is a pattern called numbers between square numbers, non-square number. Okay. Where here, so this square minus this square, that is 4 square minus this square is 16 minus 9 is 7. Subtract 1 from this, you get this number. Okay. This pattern follows. If you see here, it again follows. 4 square is 16 and 5 square is 25. So what are the numbers in between these two? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There are 4 into 2. There should be 8 numbers. Yes, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And also if we carry this equation, 5 square minus 4 square is 25 minus 16 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. That also satisfies this equation. Okay. Let us see one more example. 5 square is 25. 6 square is 36. So numbers between these two 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. How many numbers? 5 into 2, there are 10 numbers. Yes, let us check again. 6 square minus 5 square is 6 square is 36 minus 25 is 11. Subtract 1 from this, you get 10. Yes, there are 10 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So this pattern follows. So if we take in general n plus 1 minus n square, then plus 1 square minus n square, you open this bracket, n square plus 2n plus 1 square minus n square. So cancel n square, you get 2n plus 1. If you subtract 1 from this, you get 2n. That is lower digit into 2. We have seen lower digit into 2. Okay. Or even here lower digit into 2. Lower digit of the subtraction. Okay. So this is another pattern. So there are many such patterns. See, we generalize this. In general, there are 2n or lower digit into 2 non-perfect square numbers between the square of n and n plus 1. Okay. So there are many such patterns. You need to study this pattern to solve either examples or some other problems which are not solved till now. You need to think over it, study it, and you can find out anything new which is still not found in the world. Okay. After having studied two patterns of square numbers, we are into the third pattern. Okay, this is adding odd numbers. Okay, it is actually very easy to understand. Okay, just see this. Take one odd number. The sum is 1. Okay, 1 square. You will understand it if you go ahead. See, 1 plus 3. We have added first two odd numbers. So sum of first two odd numbers is 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. And how many numbers? 1 and 2. Okay. So 2 square is 4. See, it is very easy. You will see 1 plus 3 plus 5. The sum of first three odd numbers. Okay. This is 9. And how many numbers we have added? 3. First 3. Remember, first three odd numbers. Okay. So 3 square is 9. Very interesting pattern. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, sum of first four odd numbers. Okay. So it's 16, and numbers we have added is 4. So 4 square is 16. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, we have added first 5 odd numbers. Okay. Addition is 25, and just because these are 5, 5 square is 25. Okay. Similarly for 6, we have added first 6 odd numbers. Okay. Then the addition is 36. If you see, this is 36, and how many numbers? 6. So 6 square is 36. Okay. Like that, if we go, then if we add first n odd numbers, remember odd numbers. Okay, not n numbers, then odd numbers. Okay. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus etc. till n. Then if addition is a, or this sum is a, then this will be equal to n square, because we have added n odd numbers. Okay, so this n corresponds to how many numbers were added, how many odd numbers were added. So n square. Okay, similar pattern. Okay, so we can say that a sum of successive odd number, sum of successive odd number. Okay, sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1 is equal to the square of number of odd numbers, is equal to the square of, this is equal to the square of numbers of odd numbers. How many numbers you have added? You square it and you get this addition. Okay, that is the meaning of this. Read it again and try to understand it yourself, and still if you face any problem, write to me in the comment box and I will again explain you. Okay, so let us see some examples. Now here I have taken simple example like 36. 36, as you know, it is a perfect square of 6. Okay, then we will check it. If you are adding odd numbers and you are getting 36, that means if we subtract odd numbers, okay, then what will get? 36 minus 1, start from 1. Okay, it's 35. 35 minus 3, another odd number, 32. 32 minus 5, 27. 27 minus 7 is 20. 20 minus 9 is 11, and 11 minus 11 is 0. So how many odd numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be 6 square. Okay, we'll see a number of digits counted is, in this case, is 6. Okay, that square will be this number. Okay, provided you get 0 here. Okay, so we can say that if natural number cannot be expressed as sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1, then it is not a perfect square. Okay, try to understand the meaning of this. If a number can be expressed as sum of odd numbers, then it is a perfect square. But if a number like 122 or 125, 125 is not a sum of odd numbers, so that can only be square. Okay, I have solved some such problem somewhere in some other video. You will come across it as you go ahead. For the present example, I am taking a perfect square of 11 just to check. Okay, so let us check 121, 121 minus 1, 120, 120 minus 3 is 117. Like that, if we go on subtracting successive odd numbers, then we get 21 minus 21 is 0. So how many numbers, how many odd numbers we have subtracted? 11. So 21 should be the square of 11, and it is the square of 11 as we know. Okay, so this is the meaning of that. If you take 122, then you will get some reminder here and not 0. Then we can say that 122 is not a perfect square. That's the meaning of this. Okay, so try to understand it. Okay, and we will move ahead. So we are trying to see the patterns of square numbers. We have already seen 3. Now this is the fourth pattern of square numbers. Okay, this is only for odd numbers. Okay, so sum of consecutive natural numbers. Okay, consecutive natural numbers arriving after one another. Okay, which are these numbers? Let us take a square of 3. 3 square. Okay, 3 square is 9. So if you take here 3 square minus 1 upon 2, you get 4. That is 9 minus 1 is 8 upon 2 is 4. And 3 square plus 1 upon 2, that is 9 plus 1, 10 upon 2 is 5. So 4 plus 5 is 9, that is 3 square. Okay. Then for 5, 5 square minus 1 upon 2 is 12. 5 square plus 1 upon 2 is 13. So 12 plus 13, sum of consecutive natural numbers, 12, 13, 4, 5. Okay, that is 25, that is 5 square. For 7 square, what are the numbers? 7 square minus 1 upon 2 is 24. 7 square plus 1 upon 2 is 25. Two consecutive natural numbers. 24 plus 25 is 49, is 7 square. Okay, 7 square. So let us check for 15 now. 15 square minus 1 upon 2 is 112. 15 square plus 1 upon 2 is 113. So 112 plus 113 is 225. Is 15 square. Okay. So looking at this pattern, remember this is only for odd numbers. Looking at this pattern, if we say n is any odd number, okay, then n square minus 1, this C upon 2 is a, this n square plus 1, see this, upon 2 is b. Then we are adding this, that is a plus b equal to n square. Okay, and n is an odd number. Okay, so what is this? Is a fourth pattern. Okay, so let us check for 1. 1 is also odd number. We have one check for 1. Okay, this equation, 1 square minus 1 upon 2 is 0. 1 square plus 1 upon 2 is 1. That is 0 plus 1 is 1. That is 1 square. It is true for 1 also. Okay, then we tabulate in this form. So we can say that the square of any odd number, this is odd number and its square of any odd number as a sum of two consecutive natural numbers. Sum of two consecutive natural numbers. Sum of any odd number as a sum of two consecutive natural numbers. Two consecutive natural numbers. Okay. So got it? This is very easy statement now. Okay. So you are through with this, the sum of consecutive natural numbers for odd numbers only, and we will move ahead to see what is the next pattern. Okay. So we are into the fifth pattern of square numbers. Okay, this is the fifth pattern. Let us read. Product of two consecutive even or odd natural numbers. We're talking about only natural numbers. Okay, product of two consecutive even or consecutive odd natural numbers. Okay, let us see some examples, then this will be clear. Two consecutive even numbers. Take two consecutive even numbers, 12 into 14. The multiplication of this answer is 168. So that is equal to 169 minus 1, and 169 is 13 square. The 13 square minus 1. Okay, see that is 13 lies in between these two. Okay, we have taken a pair of even number, consecutive even number, and the number which lies in between these two is this. So 13 square minus 1 is, this is a known formula, 13 minus 1 into 13 plus 1. See, red is 13 minus 1 is 12 and green is 13 plus 1 is 14. So this is one of the pattern. Okay. Let us take another pair of consecutive even numbers. Okay, the 34 and 36. So multiplication is 1 2 2 4. That is 1 2 2 5 minus 1. So that is 35 square, and 35 lies in between these two. Okay, so 35 square minus 1, that is 35 minus 1 into 35 plus 1. Okay, so see this pattern. Okay, then we will move from even to consecutive odd numbers. Okay, let us take a simple pair of odd numbers, 15 into 17 consecutive. Okay, then the multiplication of this is 225. That is 256 minus 1. Just see, 16 lies in between these two. Okay, so that is 16 square minus 1. If you seen this number is the middle number. Okay, 16 square minus 1, that is 16 minus 1 is this, and 16 plus 1 is this. Okay, another pair of consecutive odd numbers. Okay, 47 and 49. So it is 2303, that is 2304 minus 1, that is 48 square minus 1. The 48 lies in between these two. So for two consecutive odd number, this is even, and for consecutive even number, this is odd. Okay, so this is 48 square minus 1 is 48 minus 1 into 48 plus 1. So 48 minus 1, 48 plus 1. Okay, so in general we can say that a minus 1 into a plus 1 equal to a square minus 1. Okay, we can say that a minus 1 into a plus 1 is a square minus 1. Okay, so with this we move ahead to the another pattern. So after learning 5 patterns of square numbers, we are trying to see some other patterns. We have to see only one. There are only 6 for you. Okay, there may be many other patterns, but for you only 6 are to be studied. Okay, so some more interesting patterns. Okay, just see, 1 square is 1, the number of digits is 1, so it is 1. If number of digits 2, 1 1, 11 square, then 1 to 1, so number of digits 2. If there are 3, 1 1 1, then square of that will be 1 to 3 to 1. Okay, so this number in between this is number of digit. Okay, if there are 4, then 1 2 3 4, that is goes on increasing till number of digit and again goes on decreasing. Okay, number of digit 4. Okay, Like that, if there are 8 digits, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 times 1 and square, that will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and again 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, go on decreasing. Okay, this will be square. Looking at this pattern, we can write this. Okay, that is very interesting pattern. Okay, got it? Yet more, another interesting pattern, 7 square. 7 square is 49. So this doesn't contain any 6, so this is only 49. So no extra 4, no extra 8. Okay, the moment you add 6, 67 square is, you split this 4 and 9 and add 1 4 and 1 8, because this is 1 6. So 1 6, 1 extra 4 and 1 extra 8. Okay, this is just fun in maths. Okay, there are no such rules in maths. You can just study the fun, or what you can say, it's the extra knowledge in maths. Okay, see, this is 667 square, the two sixes. Okay, so two sixes, then two fours, two eights, in between 4 and 9. Two sixes, two extra 4, two extra 8. Okay, three sixes, so three fours, three 8. Okay, then we have four sixes, then this 4 and 9 are there, then 1 2 3 4, four fours and four eights. Okay, like that, if you have 8 sixes, this is very important. If you want to multiply this, okay, we have not multiplied it, we have just seen how the pattern is and we have written this. Okay, that is why these are important. That is why I was talking about the knowledge point of this. Okay, so 4 and 9 will remain as it is in the end, this end and that end, and as there are 8 sixes, so it will be 8 fours will be added, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and 8 eights will be added, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, likewise, studying any pattern, we can answer the questions related to it. We have, we have seen here, we have seen here. Okay, so you can also try some new patterns. Okay, if anybody who likes maths or take much interest in maths, then you can try some other patterns also. Okay, so this is just to understand, to study the different patterns. Okay, so this is Dr. Bharat Parab for you. If you face any difficulty in this video, write to me in the comment box and I will definitely answer your questions. Okay, so we will stop this video here and move on to the another. Okay, thank you.